Hello everyone. Today I am going to make another style of t-shirt design. This was an order, like I get this on Fiverr. This is a brand name, Free Spirit Records. So my client wants me to make something with the name and the kind of this record sign. So I was thinking of making a neon effect design for him because this is a music brand and music kind of designs always looks good in the neon effect. You can see there are tons of different images for music and the neon effect, so this works really good for a music kind of design. So that's why I was thinking about making a neon effect design, and there was a video in my channel. So but at that time there was no voice, so I thought to make it again with my voice. So this is a record symbol. I wanted to do some research like how to make a recording symbol or how they look. So this one is really looking good for me, and then I am going to use the company name here. This is the Free Spirit logo. I don't know if this is a company or not, but that is my client send me, Free Spirit Records, and I have to use that in my design. So let me just copy this one. So before making a neon effect, I can simply make it a very basic neon effect, but as you can see this kind of designs looks good, like the stop point. Okay, let me show you something like this one. Maybe you can see the lines are not continuing, there are some stop points in the lines, so that's what I wanted to. You can see in this one also there are some missing parts. That's the kind of theme for neon effects that look good. So I'm going to use this one. Then I'm going to use now alt black because I wanted to use a really bold kind of font for this design. Okay, so first of all I don't need them to act as a font because that is I'm going to create some neon effect. Now you can create neon effect keeping the font editable, but I don't need that because I'm making a design here. So the editable is the text effect. I don't need that. So I'm going to make it something like this, like the Free Speed Records. But I wanted to make this O my center point. As you can see, the original logo of my client, they are representing this O with the music record sign here. So that's what I want to do here. But I want to do it in a different way, like in other style. So this is now in fill color, as you can see, but I want to make it strokes, and then I will make that stop point effect. So selecting my, okay, first of all you can see my key strokes here. So I'm selecting them and pressing shift X. Shift X will convert it into strokes like this. If I increase the size little bit, that is good for me. Now they are in a stroke, not fill. So I wanted to make some stop points like the example I shared. So for making that, these are now strokes, so I need to make some anchor points. So I'm going to use this add anchor point tool here. Then if I click here in this point, something like this, then if I select, press A for the direct selection tool, and select this one from here, press delete, this one delete, this one delete. So that's how I can use it. Like I can make it look like a open path design, like the cut point. So I can simply take something like a click here, then another point and another point. I have to make 3 point here. Then if I select the middle point here, it will, okay, let me just select the middle point. You can see this is going to be the middle point. If I select the middle point and press delete, it will delete that point, and the next 2 point will remain. So that's why we need to create 3 point. But in this area you can see here is a point, here is a point. So if I create 1 point in the middle like this, I can select my direct selection to erase it like this. So that's what I wanted to make. This is the style I wanted to create, but I made an example because creating this kind of effect takes a lots of time, guys. So as you can see, I just erase the parts that I didn't want, and here I made some extra effect. You can just take your pen tool to make it like, okay, so let's just do it for the R here. You can see I have to first of all click, sorry, not there, click here to select the design. Then if I am selecting something in a stroke, then taking my pen tool, it will follow that same stroke. So let's click here, press shift to join this together, then click here and then click here. It will create, it will give me that same stroke size like this. Then of course for this one here, I'm going to again press shift to join them, then click here and then click here. It will give me that same stroke size, so that is good for me. Now this is the final design I am going to use here. Okay, I made some mistake in this point. You can see this should be like this, just like this, then pressing ESC on my keyboard. Then if I click shift click here to combine it with my design, something like this. So that's what I wanted to create for this design here, but I have to make this all look like a record, like the recording icon. So that's why I need to select that. But as you can see, these are grouped together, so let me just ungroup them. And once they are ungrouped, when we are using this kind of fill to a stroke, it becomes a compound path. So first of all, I need to right click and release compound path, then I can select them individually, just like this. So I wanted to make it little smaller, just like this. And then I want to select this one, press I for the eyedropper and click here. It will make them both same size. Now I want to create some similar size ellipse inside this O. And for the easiest way of making that is select this two, click on this blend tool, then if I click here and then click here, it will make a blend between these two area, just like this. Okay, as you can see, this is making one ellipse in between these two. But if I select this one, okay, this is a little hard to select the strokes. So if I select them like this and then click here, I can select the blend mode, like this is now in smooth color. If I select the specified steps, turn on the preview, then this is one step in between. So if I increase the steps, it will look like this, maybe one more. So that is good for me. But as I made this one smaller, so that's why it is acting like this. So let's right click on it. Okay, so first of all is I need to select my original, okay, sorry for that. Okay, I need to first of all, when we are applying the blend effect here, we need to expand it, or any effect we are applying in any thing of our design, we need to expand it. So once it is expanded, we can work on them. So if I now right click here, I can get the option to ungroup. Then if I click here and erase that, sorry, delete that, but not that one. Let's cut this one, then select this one, erase, press Ctrl F to paste in front. Okay, so maybe this one a little smaller to match the gaps between the ellipse here, just like this. So that is good for me. Now this one is going to be the record sign for me. Now first of all, I need to know something about the records. You can see this one here, this is the anchor point of the record, something we put on the record. I never use this personally, but you can see that is, but I know there is a part like that we need to put it on the disc. So I need to create that part. So let's create a small rectangle like this, then maybe use the corner tools to make it round. Then I'm going to make it something like this, but in a smaller size. Then for this one here, I want to use my pen tool again, then select, press shift to join this 2 point. Then if I click something like this, okay, maybe I can join this two, just like this, so that it will look just something similar. So if I select my this ellipse like the rectangle, then if I take my eyedropper and click here, it will be same stroke as my that option here. So I need to first of all select this two part here, then I want them to be like this part I want it to look like a cutout effect here. So okay, I can simply keep it as it is, or I can select them like this, then press shift M for shape builder, and then if I click here I can erase that part, and these areas are looking good for me, so no problem. Okay, so this is going to be the, okay, maybe I can make it this one a little longer in this side, and then this one a little, because I want to keep this area separate. So if I select A for the anchor point tool, direct selection tool, and then if I join them together, you see now it is looking good. So that is good for me. This is the part of the, this is the design part only done here. If I select everything, I can check that if everything is in same stroke size. So 4 point is a bit lower. If I make it 10 point, okay, this was 10 point before, so that is good. Now for safety reason I am going to keep a copy here, just like that. Then if I make them a little smaller like this, okay, first of all I don't need them to act as a stroke anymore. I want to break their position, so go to object and expand to make it a complete fill. So they are now in fill color, that is good. But I want a black background for my design here, because now the neon effect I am going to start, but that will need some. Okay, so I draw a rectangle, then I cut that. Now I am selecting this one, like the selecting the, okay, sorry for that, there is some mistake here. You can see my C is not looking very good. So if I shift click here with the pen tool, then I can, sorry for that, I can fix it like this. But okay, let's not do that, keep them as it is. So I'm selecting them again, then expand it. Now I want to create a background in black, so I am drawing a black rectangle, then cut it, select the text, press Ctrl B for paste in back. Now my rectangle is in the background, and I need to select my rectangle. Then if I lock it, it will not move from the place, so that is good. Okay, so now I need to start the design neon effect process. So I am making them white. So this is very important, because white is the first layer of neon effect. If we are doing this without making it white, then it will not going to look good. And of course you have to, this is a really heavy kind of effect, so your computer will hang or something like that. So you need to have a good configuration computer for doing this effect. Okay, so I need to make it like this free spirit in one color, then the record in another color. So that's what I am going to do here. So let's select our text here. Now watch carefully, I am going to make a offset path for my text, just like this. Okay, not that much, just a little bit, maybe 1 pixel or 2 pixel. Okay, let's make it 1 pixel first. So 1 pixel is good, press OK. Now I need my pathfinder tool to unite. Okay, once it is united, I am going to press Ctrl X for cut. Now I am selecting my text group here. This is really important to select your text group. If you just do not select it, then press Ctrl B, it will be pasted in the background, like you can see, even below the black layer. But that's not I want, that's not what I want. So I am going to select my text, and now press Ctrl B, it will be pasted just below the selected object. So like this. Then I need to change the color like this. I am going to make it the hot pink. This is really good color. Okay, so once my that layer is pasted like this, I need to go to effect, then blur, Gaussian blur, and here we can check the preview button, and we can see how blurry it is being. So I want a little amount, not too much, like this. So that is good for me. Press OK. Okay, so once we copied the layer that is now in pink, so we can simply copy that one again, Ctrl C, and when the pink is selected, you can see here I am going to press Ctrl B, so it will paste just behind my pink layer. But This time I am going to use the blur again, Gaussian blur, but you can see you have to click here, apply new effect. Then if I make this one like a little bigger than previous, just like this maybe. Okay, let's make it 10 pixel. That is good. Press OK. It will create that neon effect for you. You can see now you can do it again and again, like make another copy of that. So if I select this one, whenever I am selecting, I have to take a look here. If the white is fill color, then I am selecting the white. If the pink is the fill color, then I am selecting the pink. So I am pressing Ctrl B again to paste another version. Then if I go to effect, blur, Gaussian blur, apply new effect, preview, then I am going to make it maybe 15 pixel. Okay, that is good for me. Press OK. You can see this is how to make neon effects. So this is looking like a glowing kind of effect. That is good for us. Okay, now I have another plan in mind that I can keep this separate. So okay, let's do that later. So I'm going to select these three and then these three, but I attached this one with my record sign here, so I need to fix that. So first of all, I'm going to select these three, press E for eraser tool. Then if I press Alt and drag a line like this, okay, not like this, in this area, it will be erased. That part is now erased, and I am selecting my direct selection tool to select this point, delete, then select this point, delete. Okay, sorry for that, that is taking too much. Just drag it to the point wherever you want, just like this, and that is good for me. Now I am going to make this one in a separate effect. I need to make them a group together. You can see this is okay, that are grouped, but I am going to ungroup them. That is good for me. Now I need to select this group like this, then press Ctrl G for grouping them. Now I need to select everything here. Then if I press shift and click here, that circle will be deselect, and then pressing Ctrl G to make them a group. So these text are now a group. So I'm going to apply that same effect here, but in a different color. So let's zoom in a bit. Okay, first of all, offset path 1 pixel is good, maybe 2 pixel for this one because this is bigger text. Press OK. Now the important part is here. First of all, of course, unite this one so that it becomes a one single shape. Now cut this one, select the text, press Ctrl B to paste it back. Now I am going to make this one this lighter blue color because that is also a, or maybe this color, but this one looks good in the neon effect. That is good for me. Now I need to make a copy. Ctrl C. I am copying this blue layer without any effect because that is what I will be needing in future. So let's go to the blur, Gaussian blur. 15 pixel is good for this one, but let's make it smaller, maybe 9. Okay, this much is 5 pixel is good for me for this one right now. Now as we have that blue layer copied in our clipboard, let's press Ctrl B to paste it in back. Then again go to, you can see apply Gaussian blur. We can simply apply from here, like if I click here, that previous effect will be applied here. Then press Ctrl B again to paste that one, then effect. Okay, I want to make it a little bit bigger this time, maybe 10 pixel. That is good for me. So this is my second neon effect, and for this one here I am going to make it like right this one. So if I unite this one first, you can see there was a little like some small details in the design, so I don't want that. I'm making it unite just like this. Okay, then this is, maybe I can make it, I can bring it a little, make the space like that. So if I select this one, I'm going to make a offset path 1 pixel is good for this one. Then make it unite. cut, selecting my this shape, press Ctrl B for pasting in back. Now I am going to make it this yellow color, or maybe this yellow. That is also a good neon color, so that is good. Now I need to copy this one, so Ctrl C. Now if I go to effect, blur, Gaussian blur, first of all I need to, first option I need to make it smaller so that it looks just like this. Then press OK, then press Ctrl V for pasting that shape in the background. Effect, blur, Gaussian blur, this one a little bit bigger than previous one, 5 pixel is good. Then press Ctrl B for pasting in back. Now this one should be a little bigger, just like this. Preview. Okay. Okay, so you can see this is how to make that kind of neon effect, like the effect we see here. These are actually Photoshop effects, so that's why they are looking like a bit more, and there are some backgrounds for the images. So let's do it like this, searching like music party, so that we can take a image from the internet, something like, I don't know how, what will look good. Okay, this is a good image, so let's copy this one, paste it here, just like this. Okay, let's first of all select them together, then shift click here to deselect, then make it group, Ctrl G. If I make it smaller, it will take some time to become small. Okay, so that is in the position, but my image is on top. So let's cut the image, select the group, press Ctrl B, it will be pasted just behind the image. Now I want a black rectangle for my, okay, this is yellow, so let's make it black, then cut. Okay, now I want to select, I want to paste that black rectangle just behind my text but in front of my picture. So that's why I am selecting the text, press Ctrl B, it will be pasted just behind my text but in front of picture. So if I turn the opacity just a little down like this, it will look like this. And then of course we can make it like another, like the glowing effect we see here. Okay, I lost that picture. We can make that with like making a, if I select the whole text, make offset path for that, not 1 pixel, maybe little bit more, that's good for me, 5 pixel. So let's cut this. Now I need to select my text like this. Okay, sorry for that. First of all I need to right click inside the group so that I can select them. So if I take my magic wand tool, click on the white only, everything here in white is now selected. So let's press V for the move tool. Now if I make a offset path just like this, it will look like that, just like this, that is good. Now press unite them to make them a single shape, then press Ctrl X to cut it. Now if I select it like this, the whole text, press Ctrl B, that white shape will be pasted in the background. So let's make it this kind of color. Then if I use that blurry effect again just to make a shadow, just like this, maybe a little bit more, 60-70%, that is good. Now turn the opacity down, it will give us that glowing kind of background effect. So I hope this one will give you some idea, guys, how to make this kind of neon effects. Now the, for this design, the objective was to make a music style t-shirt design. This neon effect is not very good for t-shirt designs though, because there's lots of gradient in it. But nowadays most of the print on demand companies like use the heat press, so that is not a problem. And we are doing this in Illustrator, so it will be high resolution work, no doubt about it. So thank you everyone, I hope you understand how to make neon effects. So have a great time, see you in the next video, guys. Thank you.